Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful winter's morning today. We've got a nice blanket of snow on the ground. It's been a pretty snowy week this week. I think we've got snow 3 times this week, and we got somewhere between 8 to 12 inches of snow. And it did drift a little bit, you know, so we got some thick places and we've got some thin places. And it made driving to work interesting, that's for sure, because it seemed like every day you go to work, there'd be a fresh layer of snow on the ground. So the first day I went to work, it's 5:30 in the morning, got our first heavy snow, and our country roads don't get plowed very quickly. They hadn't been touched. I was the first set of tire tracks on the road, and I had to go about 4 miles before I got to a road that had been plowed. And that's how it is when you live out in the country. So it's a good thing I got, you know, we got 4-wheel drive vehicles to be able to drive through this. But since it's been such a, since I had to work all week long, I haven't had a chance to do anything with all this snow. So today we're going to try to plow the driveway. We're going to see if we can get the tractor started up, get the blade on there, and see if we can plow some of the snow and get everything cleaned up around here a little bit better. Cross your fingers. Boy, it's cold. Wow. Thing is turning so slow you can hear the individual gears as it's turning. Well, I don't know if I can pull the truck up here and put jumper cables on it. If that's going to help make it turn over a little quicker, I can try that next. All right, cross your fingers again. Come on. Oh my. I'll put the battery charger on there too and put it on boost. Oh no! I should have left it throttled. Ugh. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the tractor warm up for a while before I start using it. It was 0 degrees when I first got up this morning, so it's really cold. Even though the battery was showing that it was charged, you know, it's so cold that it just doesn't have enough cranking amps to turn that over. And it took the truck being attached to it plus a battery charger on boost attached to it to finally get it to start up. So I'm glad I did get it started. And hopefully we'll get the driveway plowed, but I got a lot of things going against me trying to plow the driveway. One, I've never plowed it before, plowed snow before with this tractor. It is a 2-wheel drive tractor. It doesn't have any ballast in the tires, so I don't have any weight for some extra traction, and I don't have chains for the tires either. So this tractor may not want to push anything. It just may want to spin out. So this may be, this may not work out real well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hook up the rear blade onto the tractor. I'm going to try to use that, and then I'm going to take the forks off the front of the tractor so we can at least use the bucket if we need to try to push snow. And our goal is to hopefully get this driveway cleared today. Now all week I've been waiting on some packages to be delivered. I ordered some parts for the Allis Chalmers for a project I want to do this year, and I ordered some stuff to rotationally graze the cows that we're going to be getting. And that stuff was supposed to show up all week this week, and it would say out for delivery, and then it would say delayed due to weather or road conditions. But every day it was on a truck out for delivery, and it did that for a few days in a row. And then I started to think, I'm like, our roads are plowed. They're plowed, it's just my driveway isn't. So I think the delivery guy's coming up here, he sees our driveway and he's afraid to drive down it because it's about a quarter mile back to our house. So I think he gets to our driveway, sees that it's not been plowed, and he says, forget it, I'm not delivering it, and he moves on to the next place. So hopefully that's a guess. That may not be what's happening, but just in case, I want to get this plowed today so that when they're out for delivery today, hopefully I'll get my packages. So hopefully this all works out and we can plow this driveway. If not, I'll probably be seeing if I could borrow my dad's John Deere tractor so that I can come out here and be able to clear the snow. Hopefully the Allis Chalmers works. So this rear blade here is made for an Allis Chalmers snap coupler hitch. So I've got a 3-point conversion on here right now. So I gotta go ahead and take this off so I can hitch this one up. Well, I just noticed something that's going to be a problem. So this blade that's on here is actually pretty neat. It's multifunctional. It's got extensions that go on it, so you can make it from like 6 feet to 8 feet long or wide, something like that. And then it has these box blade ends that go on it, some square ends that go on it, and make it more like a box blade. And that's what's on there right now. So that's not going to work out real well for plowing snow. So I could either plow with the back of the blade and like back drag it with the blade, or I can just go ahead and take the box ends off. So I think I'm just going to go ahead, while I'm right here at the pole barn, go ahead and take these end plates off of here so that I can use the plow any way I want to. stupid impact gun's froze up. Everything's frozen. Well, that took long enough. Seemed like everything went wrong there, right? So the impact gun was frozen, it wouldn't work. I had to take the ends off using just regular wrenches. I was able to find one extension buried in the snow. I never did find the other one. So I went ahead and put one extension on here, and then it was frozen and wouldn't rotate, so I had to take the torch and heat it up. So I think we're finally ready to start plowing some snow. So let's see if this thing's gonna work. All right, I got the front half of the driveway done, and it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way this has turned out. I think what has saved me is that the snow is still powder. So I'm still, the tire is still, you can see the tire tracks. The tire is still digging into the snow to be able to get traction and to pull the blade. All the snow is still powder. It's loose. It's moving pretty easy. I think that's what really saved me. If this was like hard and packed down into like ice from driving over it several times, it would have been a bear to get any kind of traction if I would have had any ice under here, and luckily I don't. So the next thing to do is to go from the livestock barn and all the way down to the house and around the circle drive and get that all clear. So go ahead and move on to that section, then it should be pretty well done. I'm pretty happy so far. It's looking pretty good. Well, I think the driveway turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with the results. I did have to play musical cars a little bit and move vehicles around so I could plow everything okay. So this is a gravel driveway, and the whole time you're trying to do this, you're just trying to skim across the top and not dig into the gravel and shift all the gravel off to the side. And through this section right here, I think I did fairly well. I didn't disturb the gravel too much. Now back at the house, that circle driveway, it's a lot wider, and I think it's crowned a little bit more, it's humped a little bit more. And that was a lot harder not to get into the gravel. I did move gravel around up there by the house, but I won't know how bad it looks until all this thaws out. So I may have some little piles, of gravel. As the snow melts, I may have a little pile of gravel where the snow is. But overall, I think I'm pretty happy. Hopefully when delivery people come and they come down and they see this road, they're going to say, oh, that looks pretty good. And they'll come down my driveway and deliver my packages. So I've got it pulled up here today. Once again today it says it is out for delivery. So hopefully they will come down the driveway and drop off my packages. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm glad this is done. Couldn't get it done during the week, because most of the time when I get home I got to put the livestock up, and then it's dark by that time. So it really wouldn't have worked out good, especially with all the trouble I had with the tractor, getting it started and trying to get the blade on there. Yeah, trying to do all that in the dark wouldn't have worked out. So this will all melt off before I know it, really. Next week, it's going to warm back up. We're going to start getting above freezing next week. So I think we'll see that a lot of the snow will be gone here in a few days, or at least the majority of it. It'll start melting away. But it's been a pretty cold week this week. Very cold week. The coldest it was one morning when I got up to go to work, it was -9 Fahrenheit. And, before I'd go to work, I'd go in the barn, I'd let the chickens out, I'd turn the lights on, and I'd leave them locked up in the barn. But they were free to roam. And the coldest the barn got was like 21 degrees. That barn stays warm. That's the great thing about that barn being slightly set into the side of the hill. It does stay a lot warmer. So the coldest it got in there was 21 degrees. Very happy with that. That does make that barn a lot nicer for the animals. But anyway, I think that is it for this video. Put the maintainer back on the tractor. And I don't think it's the maintainer's fault why it didn't want to start today. I really think that a lot of that just has to be with how cold it is. And I don't know if the battery is necessarily the right size of battery that should go on that tractor. It may need a bigger battery. All right, I think that's it for this one, guys. So I hope you guys are all staying warm. It's been really cold this week, and you guys stay safe. All right, I'll see you next time.